Welcome to the Million Mile Motor going 600 miles. Spoiler alert. Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Park City Living. Today we're going to do a different episode. It's going to be a little deep dive into what I do outside of real estate. This is business orientated still. Before real estate and when I professionally skied in the summer, I would flip cars. I would flip them or just do like builds, like one-off builds. I used to do a lot of like unique one-off builds, like um rebuilding engines and like swapping parts to like do swaps and like putting engines in different cars and stuff like that, because I just loved it. It was super cool. I was into rally racing, so it was a lot of Subarus and then Toyotas too. So and then I still do it, but I mostly do Toyotas and Porsches now. So that's kind of what I'm getting into. But whenever I go home, it's Toyotas now. They're just reliable and well, for the most part. So yeah. So before I went home, actually, I bought a Tacoma. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace. I found this guy. He had a 2011 Toyota Tacoma with 140,000 miles, double cab, short bed. So because it's a short bed, I didn't want to drive it out west because I need a long bed for a snowmobile for the winter. But it was too good of a deal to pass up. He had a loan on it that he couldn't make any more payments on. I was like, all right, well, I'll get you cash, in a few days, tomorrow, I think it was. So I sent my dad some money and he went up and got it in the middle of Maine, kind of middle of nowhere. And, relieved his problem on not having to pay another payment on the car. So that was great. We got it for a great deal. Got it for $5,000. All I needed was rims, tires, and a detail. We did have to do a new AC that we found out later, but that's not that big of a deal. And so yeah, bought it for $5,000, into it for $6,000. And put it up for 14.9. I'll take anything 13 or above. So that's a home run. I'll be splitting that with my dad and because when I was there, I bought rims and stuff like that. But I left and now he's selling it. So that's great. So before I even went back to New Hampshire, I was like, I have a home run. This is great. So anything I buy doesn't have to be a home run. Because I have a wedding to go to. This is why I'm going back east. So I have a wedding to go to, and I'm going to visit my parents. So I didn't really want to be too bogged down. So I flew out there, red eye. My dad picked me up in Boston in the morning. My dad has a dealership in just a small dealership in New Hampshire. And he picked me up in the morning at like 6 a.m. and we went straight to the auction. And so because of interest rates, there's not many new car sales. And so all those dealers are buying used cars. And so there's a lot of competition at the dealer auctions. And so margins are razor thin because everyone's just trying to get some inventory and making money on financing them, rather than like a good spread on how much you buy it for and then sell it for. That's how I make money on cars, because I buy all the cars with cash. So when I was at the auction, I was like, everything's too expensive. What's going on? And shiny object syndrome. I saw rarely, maybe you've done this once or twice, where I see a car go through the lane and I'm like, ooh, I didn't look at that before, but I like it. So I did that mistake because there was Z71 stickers all over it. It was a Chevy Colorado, also not in my wheelhouse. I've had some Chevys before, but really like to stick to Toyotas and what I know. But yeah, Chevy Colorado had Z71 stickers all over it. And so I was like, oh my God, this is a great deal. Bought it. And then immediately realized I messed up. So I ran out to the car and opened the hood, and there was a 4-cylinder in it. I thought it was the 6-cylinder, and I was like, oh no. Luckily it was still the 4x4, so all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And it was super clean. So I was like, okay, I'll get my money back. like, because I've actually never lost money on a car, and I've flipped about over 100 cars, about 150, I think. And so I was like, I do not like. I know one day that will happen, but I didn't want it to happen today, so or that day. So it was really nice. I was able to drive it all week and went to the wedding. Beautiful wedding, by the way. My buddy Austin Hale got married, and it was, hell yeah. It was great, to Robin. So that was super fun. So I was able to drive to Colorado, and so that was awesome. And then when I got back, I put it up for sale, and it sold the same day. So, and for like 2,000 more than what we had into it. So my dad and I split that, and I was like, great, but I needed another truck. So all the buying of the cars happened before I went to the wedding. So the day before the wedding, I was like, I need to get a car. I had this Tacoma lined up. Came off 15 minutes ago, and it is 8 p.m. tonight, and we're gonna go get it. We got there, and it was a total rust bucket. And it also smelled like something died in the car, and we couldn't figure it out. And it was hilarious. I totally forgot to film all of it because it happened so quick, but it would have been so funny because it's pitch black out. I got lights. We're crawling under that car, and I have a photo here. Horrible frame. That's just one part of it, but the whole frame looked like that. This is what you got to pay attention to when buying a Toyota in the Northwest or Northeast. I'm sure Northwest too. It's pretty humid up there too. Yeah, anywhere by the ocean. So back to the drawing board. That one didn't work out. So scrambling to get another car before I go to the wedding because I'm trying to leave right when I get back from the wedding. And then I was like looking on Facebook Marketplace, and here we go. Here's the video of me driving to get it. I was about to go get a Tacoma, and then this came on, and I messaged him within 1 minute of it going live, and now we're driving there. Just go check it out. It's got 59,000 miles. So we'll see. Try and get it for less than that. All right, we got it.
Don't want some corn stalks.
We got it in New Hampshire. A little barn find, a nice little property here, and super low miles. So we'll put the rest on now. All right, so we're in the whip, driving home, and kind of crazy. Great deal. It's a 2006 Toyota Tundra Access cab. I haven't had an Access cab. I've only had the 4 doors, but I'm surprised with the amount of room back here. It's way more than the Tacoma, so that's good. And it does have a cap on the back, which is cool. And it wasn't rusted out. I thought it was gonna be rusted out because it's been sitting forever. So huge plus there. Definitely some like how would you say, crumbles, like rust, but not rot, not even close to rot. And 59,000 miles. Insane. We got it for $7,500. I could have got $7,000, but this old lady was like, I really want 70, so I just did 75. It's still an insane deal. I could still sell it for $15,000 without doing anything to it in Utah. So driving across country, saw this crazy purple light, thought it was aliens, but I looked it up and it was actually fluorescent lights from a weed farm. So that was crazy. But not shortly after that, the check engine light came on, and very fast after that, it overheated and blew the head gasket, and I was able to coast into this rest stop. Here's a video of me not too happy that it blew up, but a cop saw me and offered to give me a ride to the nearest hotel. All right, so got a Dodge Ram 3500, 2024 Cummins diesel, dually. And now I'm gonna go to U-Haul, get a trailer, and pick this thing up and get to Salt Lake. This has never happened before on, I've done this cross-country drive about 20 times, 25 times, and it has not happened before that I broke down. But it's also the first time that I had somebody else work on my car before I left, so just not ideal. New truck showed up to the U-Haul, and there's a guy sleeping in that car, and I'm there at 9:01, and he comes running out. We're not open yet, and he's clearly sleeping in it. But anyways, got the U-Haul, and now I gotta go back and get the truck, and hopefully the truck starts. So I got some antifreeze. We'll throw some in there, and hopefully it starts so I can get it on the trailer. You can see all of that's the water pump and the leak right there. There's a puddle that dried. You can see the pink. All right, we're back at the scene of the incident. And I got that thing all ready, so put antifreeze in. And this is the moment of truth. If it starts, I'll try to make this as easy as possible. So let's see if she starts. I really hope she does. Oh God. No, I don't think so. Holy shit, I got it to start. Barely got it to start. And then I got it up on the trailer, and then it died again. Alright, we're back on the road. And I got it up there. It's crazy. It took like, I don't know. Good thing I have a good battery, because it took like probably 30 cranks for it to start. And then it died. And then I got it up on the trailer halfway, and the back tire needed to like get on it, and then it died. And I'm sitting there like, oh my, it's almost on. Don't do this. And then started again, and I got out of the truck and like pushed with my foot while flooring it, kind of sus. And as soon as I felt it like go, I slammed on the brakes and got back in the truck. And it got up there. So, wow. I should just buy one of these, huh? Right, day 3, second day towing. Usually I do this drive in 2 days, but you know, I didn't leave until noon, and then the car blew up, so. So 3 days it is. And don't mind the windshield, but we are back, baby. Park City's looking fine as ever today. And I'm about to go pick up Millie Girl, my little dog. So you'll see her, she's so cute.
Millie Girl, what's up, little girl? You're the cutest. I love you. I love you. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh.
All right, now Millie, we're off to go drop that thing off at the shop. Get diagnosed. I just dropped it off and parked it there, and they're gonna check it out. They're gonna make sure that the problem was caused from the maintenance that was done, so hopefully insurance can cover it. So they should be getting back to me Monday, and we'll see on a follow-up video. Crazy, but hey, silver lining is interesting video. Never had that happen before, and I've done this like 20 times. I was able to sell the Colorado same day and use the Colorado the whole time I was home. So, and, you know, make some money on it. And the Tacoma is an absolute home run. So all else fails, that Tacoma will pay for this. So the profits alone will pay for whatever happens with the Tundra. So, yes. And well, if the shop does it, I don't think I'll make money on the Tundra, but I won't have the shop do it unless the insurance
will cover it. But if the insurance doesn't cover it, then it's gonna be a lot of time for me to fix it. And I don't know, maybe I make $1,000 or something. So we'll see. All right, see you next time with the next update.